Hello everyone, welcome back to 70s and 80s talk. So as you can see, this is another video, part of the kind of Halloween series, almost, hence why I am like this. So the album I'm going to be reviewing today is Blue Oyster Cult, their fourth studio album, Agents of Fortune, which was released in 1976. Chart-wise, it reached 26 in the UK albums and 29 on the US Billboard 200. And the single Don't Fear the Reaper, their biggest song, what they're known for really, reached number 16 in the UK. I think it's become more famous with time though, actually. For me, Blue Oyster Cult, I don't know anything about them, I'll be honest with you, I don't. People are probably thinking, well, why are you reviewing them? Because I want to listen to the album, so that's why I'm here. With Don't Fear the Reaper being a big kind of Halloween spooky song, I want to know what album that was off, which is often how I actually pick what albums to review actually. And then I found it was on Agents of Fortune, so I thought I'd review it. Now this album's a bit strange because the lead vocals vary a lot, which does happen, but not that much. Vocalist wise, I don't know who they are, to be honest. I'm just going to review the album music wise for this one. So number one is This Ain't the Summer of Love. And this is Eric Blame. I wrote down who it is. To be honest, at the beginning I felt like because I'd just been reviewing Alice Cooper's Trash album, I thought I was thinking, if I like, is this another Alice Cooper? It just continued rolling as Alice Cooper again, which is a bit odd. But yeah, I thought it sounded a little. His voice sounded a bit like Alice Cooper, but actually, unfortunately, I didn't like it. This song, I found it a bit odd. Number two is True Confessions, different singer. Now, it's said that this is a heavy rock album. What I'd heard up to this point, for me, I didn't think it was heavy rock. Or even rock. I know there's different types of rock, but I'd say it was more country even. It wasn't my cup of tea. Number three, Don't Fear the Reaper. I'm going to talk about that later on. Number four, ETI. The beginning is a little bit more interesting than the first two songs. Again though, it just wasn't for me, and I moved on. There were some really bizarre sounds in it. I can understand they were trying to get like alien sounding sounds in there with it being ETI. I mean, it's extraterrestrial something the song's called. But yeah, it was just a bit odd. Number five, at that point I actually stopped writing. I did listen to the rest of the album, but I stopped writing the review because I was like, this isn't for me. This isn't what I listen to. This isn't what I like to listen to. I like Don't Fear the Reaper. I thought it sounded like that. It sounded absolutely nothing like that, the rest of the songs in this album. So yeah, I'm just going to read through what I've wrote here. Don't Fear the Reaper is a big hit. Why they didn't have songs like that on the album, I don't know. If they had made more songs like that, I mean, imagine what if they could have been more successful, if the album would have been more successful. I don't know. We can't say that, I mean, because we don't know. I've only listened to one album of theirs, so I don't know if other albums are different to this. Let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations, or if there's any songs or just overall albums that sound more like Don't Fear the Reaper. Let me know, because I don't know. I'm not really a fan of them, so I don't know. Now, what was weird was, for Don't Fear the Reaper, it was Donald Rosa, is that how you pronounce his name, wrote it, and he wrote another song, being ETI, but he only sung on this one song, Don't Fear the Reaper. So is that the reason why it was so different? I don't know. I'm just trying to think what, because I've wrote another paragraph here. Well, I'll talk about Don't Fear the Reaper, and then I'll finish off with kind of an overall review. So with Don't Fear the Reaper, I can say it's a big song, it's a classic song. You know it's that song as soon as that guitar starts. You've got the cymbals and the drums, which kick it off. It's not a heavy rock song. I guess it's soft rock. It's quite calm. Everything works well, it flows well, it joins nicely together. I do like the song, I listen to it quite a lot. But I guess from a review perspective, it is quite simple. It doesn't vary that much in sound. But I do like it and I do listen to it. So I guess that's a good thing in itself. And I'm going to just leave that at that. But overall with the album, like I said, I was disappointed. Because I thought I would like it more. But I didn't. It just was not my cup of tea at all. I mean, when I reviewed Misplaced Childhood by Marillion, I guess that was the same. I won't be like listening to these songs again. They're not for me. But I've said before, there's no such thing as a bad song. There's no such thing as a bad singer. It's all down to personal choice. It is. And I'm being honest with you at the end of the day. So I'll read through what I've wrote here. Yeah, it's just so far from what I would listen to normally. But actually, comparing it to Marillion's album, there's actually more songs on there that I actually would listen to than this one. There's only one on this one. There was 3 on Misplaced Childhood. I mean, if you were to play the rest of these songs and Don't Fear the Reaper, you wouldn't think it's the same band. Not necessarily. I mean, there's little bits, I guess you could say, yeah, but not really. But overall, I mean, I find the songs a bit flat, a bit odd. I was bored. When there is changes in sound, they're like polar opposites and they don't flow into each other very well, I found. And I know this is the 70s, but I'd say it's more dated than that. It sounded more like the 60s, even 50s. It was very plain. Again, it's classified as rock, but I just found it's not the rock I'm used to listening to, that's for sure. I think also for me, this is not a review, this is just, I'm just going to put this out there, that because there was different singers, it was hard for me to kind of, it made it harder to kind of, I don't know, get into the band. I mean, I've only listened to one album, I know that, but I mean, I know a band that I'm a big fan of, a modern band, and they changed their lead singers, but I know who they all are, so I think it was harder for me to, maybe that's why I was more confused, because I don't really know who's who. But at the same time, I feel like it wouldn't matter. If I like it, I like it. Like, so, I don't know. I don't know if you get what I'm saying here. I don't know. But I said, that's not a criticism. It's just for me, from a review perspective, because I don't really know them and I don't know the different members. It was maybe a little bit hard to kind of know what was really going on, and like almost like I was listening to different artists, but then it was all the same at the same time. Just odd is the word to describe this album for me. Now actually, weirdly enough, I've heard a new band recently who have a bit of a strange sound, and left me a bit like, whoa. And I had the same feeling when I listened to this album, actually. But unfortunately, with the modern band, they actually left me still a bit curious. I keep going back to watching them and think, maybe they are growing on me a bit. But with this, no, I don't have any aspiration to listen to these other songs again, unfortunately. I just feel like it's a bit all over the place. I don't know. But actually, if you have a look at this album, it's got good reviews. It's a lot of people like it. The same with Misplaced Childhood. It had a good reception. So like I said, I'm not going to be like, it's really, I'm not going to say it's bad or anything like that, because it is down to personal choice of what you like the sound of. Of course it is. I mean, in some cases people did have the same thoughts as me, how it was just a bit odd, things didn't work, it just kind of didn't grab you. Some people were saying that as well, to be fair. The big standout comment that I did see though, when looking at what other people were saying about this album, was how it's a one-hit wonder album. Which I've heard people say about artists that they're a one-hit wonder, but I've never actually heard someone say an album's a one-hit wonder. So I was like, oh, okay. I would agree. For me, it is a one-hit wonder. And I mean, I guess statistically, it is a one-hit wonder as well. I mean, because I haven't heard of any of their other songs being as famous as this. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. I mean, often I'll say that I'll listen to songs more and they may grow on me, but no, this isn't, no, I'm sorry, but no, I can't, it's not for me. I literally wrote, I need to listen to Whitesnake after listening to this. So yeah, I'm sorry that it's a bit of a negative review. I thought I would like it more, but I didn't. And I'm going to be honest with you viewers that it wasn't for me. So the next review I'm going to be doing is a set of Iron Maiden songs that I picked out that I think is appropriate for Halloween. So I'll be putting that video out, and then I'll be doing an overall Halloween video where I pick about 10 songs out or something. Just reviewing some songs that are appropriate for Halloween. They're going to be mainly 80s though, because of 70s. There is some from the 70s, but I wasn't that keen on, so I thought I'd stick to the songs that I like, so a bit more of a positive review. Because this one's been quite negative, I guess. So I don't want to make a habit of reviewing things that I mean, I don't want I'm not going to go and pick artists that I know I don't like, because I'm going to be like, I don't like them. But with Blue Oyster Cult, I didn't know, so that's why I reviewed them. But again, I mean, I guess I could listen to more of their albums. If I don't like them, I'm not going to review them. But if there is some which I do like, then I guess I could do a review of them. I just don't want to keep being negative. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I do want to be honest as well. It's a bit of a, yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a good Halloween. Bye.